Good to see you in one piece. I heard you tried to block Karpov's shipment. It's a nice gesture, John, if you were trying to help your old man. You know, there are better ways to lend a hand than using yourself as a human torpedo.
Well, I've been thinking about getting myself a new speedboat anyway.
I'm sensing my son is feeling a bit volatile.
No. I'm just accepting my very unique fate. That I am John Zacchara, son of Anthony Zacchara, heir of a sprawling criminal enterprise with tentacles in every illegal action possible. This is my life. This is what I was born into, and every time I try to change it, somebody ends up dying or getting hurt. And I'm done with that. So this is me accepting. No, this is me embracing my fate. So you got me. You finally got what you wanted. So this is me sitting at your feet. Do with me what you will.
Sit down. Come on. It hurts a father's heart to see innocents die of his son. Lulu went crazy because you couldn't leave her alone, even when you knew you should. Or am I wrong?
No.
You know, believe it or not, I had a time of innocence myself. It was brief like yours. You know, all it takes to drive home the terrible truths about the limits in life is a first love. It changes you forever. For good or bad. Usually bad. I mean, how many people actually end up with their first love? Claudia's mother, Domenica, was mine. We know how that turned out. And then I thought I had found my second chance. Your mother. John, I'll always regret what happened to Maria.
Yeah.
But one remarkable thing came from that union. You, my son, my immortality. When I'm gone, you're going to be ready to take over. I'm going to make sure of it. I'll teach you how to manage people, how to stay smarter than the next guy. But listen to me now. The learning does not happen overnight. It takes time and it takes watchful study. So until you've absorbed what you need to learn, I want you to stay away from the front lines of the family business.
Okay, you know what, forgive me, but I don't understand. I finally put my ass on the line for you. You've been singing the same song and dance for years that you wanted me to take over, and now what, nothing?
You'll inherit your legacy when it's time. Right now, I got other plans.
What's this? It's a gift for me? Oh. Let me take up a new hobby. Sonny, you signed over the business to me.
Nice.
This is a Grigorovich. We don't use Russian rifles. And our guards have U.S.-made guns.
Oh, I'm starting the collection.
Yeah, even more interesting is that this Russian rifle, which fires only Russian bullets, was fired recently. Not that if you wanted to hide that fact, the least you could have done was clean the thing up before putting it back in the case. That was careless, sloppy. Now it's going to be the first thing the cops are going to look for when they come after you.
But they're not looking. Not at me. And they won't.
Okay, more...
You know, everyone still thinks the shooting was Karpov's orders.
Well, that makes sense. Corinthos backed out of his deal with the Russian. He had to know there'd be payback.
You hate Sonny specifically because he kidnapped me and held me hostage.
And beat the living crap out of you. But who's keeping score?
You wanted to punish Sonny by hurting somebody that he loves. And what a better time to do it than a wedding. And you frame Karpov in the process. But there's one way you would do this, and that is if you could find the one person that you could depend on to carry this out, miss Sonny, and hit his bride. And there's only one person on this earth that you trust that much.
You realize you're accusing a crippled old man.
Come here.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing?
Help me up, John.
You can stand. You can walk. You don't need anybody's help.
If I could walk, I'd be kicking your ass right now. How dare you treat your father this way?
What are you going to do about it? Are you going to kick me out? You're going to disinherit me? You're going to have me whacked? No, you're not going to do any of those things because I'm your heir. Now, if I'm wrong here, and you really are the paralyzed man that you're pretending to be, then all you got to do is call for help. And suddenly, Trevor or maybe Claudia will come up here and pick you up off the floor and put you right back in the chair. The only problem is they're going to find this Russian rifle.
You can't leave me this way.
I just did.
That's my boy.